So, just wanted to do a ways to live by, seeing up on myself tonight. And it is super cold, and the water's froze. I think it's like 13 below or something. So I can't do the dishes, which I don't mind. Kind of happy I can't do the dishes. Anywho, I had a very cool day. My son came out and took me to the Camas Center, so that was really cool to get to go to the Camas Center, get some stretching done and all that with my daughter and my son. So that's the first cool blessing I had. But we have many, many more blessings. We have our eyes to see with, of course. We have our ears to hear with, our mouth to speak with, our hearts to feel with, our minds to think with, our feet to walk with, and just many, many blessings. The snow, the rivers, the fresh air, the water, each other, music, surfboards, crystals, seashells, our creatures, food. I mean, we could just go on and on with how many blessings we really do have. Many more blessings than non-blessings, right? Yeah. And then proclaim your it, which just means to be the best self that you could be. And then go the extra mile. It just means the same thing, I think, again, it could be with yourself or someone else. Just means in whatever that you're doing, do it extra good. Even down to the simplest things like feeding your dog instead of just feeding him dry food. Put some love in it. Make an egg and put it in there. Whatever. Make it special. Or for yourself, Make yourself extra something yummy instead of just a peanut butter and jelly. Not that there's anything against peanut butter and jellies, but you know what I mean. Like, why not go out of your way and make a yummy salad if that's what you want? Or, I just think going the extra mile means doing extra good at whatever you're doing. Putting a polish on it. Then, sorry. Choice. So, choice is a really good one. Because, like, stuff happens and you could, choose to concentrate on whatever yucky thing that could have happened. Or you could choose to, if you can't stop thinking about whatever thing that might have popped in your brain that could be disturbing or whatever, what I like to do to try and get it out of my brain is because I can't seem to think my way out of it, so I'll make a choice to do action about it, and then I can change my feeling by doing action. Like yesterday, I didn't feel so hot emotionally, and so excuse me, I just took action, went outside even though it was freezing, and took action behind my body. That way I could get just doing anything. It could be dancing, art, cleaning even. Just put action behind yourself if you get in stinking thinking, because if you just sit there and chase that stinking thinking, then you're like a dog chasing a bone, and we're not dogs, we're human beings. And so we could take action to change our mood by our choices, but if we just choose to sit and think about whatever terrible things might pop in your mind, then, and you don't take action to change by your choices, then I feel like you just get in a bad spiral. So choices are just so important, all the way down to what you want to think of, to what you want to put in your mouth, to what you want to speak. Just so important how you want to choose to think and do everything. Choices is everything in our life. And so, choices everything. It's the most awesome one, because we can choose to be miserable in our miserableness, and just really get ourselves depressed if we just sit and concentrate on all the terribleness in the world and feel so, how could I say it, overwhelmed by all the yucky things that are going on, and all the yucky things that have happened, and all the yucky things that are still happening, and we have no control over why justices aren't being done, and why things are certain ways, and just so much yuckiness is all I can say, because I don't like to repeat ugly things. And so, but I just, I'm just sharing what little bit I know. I'm just learning, because I just come out of my lifelong of not good choices, and so I just like to share what these little things is what I hold on to, because I don't have much, or I have much. I don't want to say I don't have much. I have much. But, like these few things are what I concentrate on to get more clarity and more understanding, and not get myself sucked down back that rabbit hole that I lived in my whole life, and be like, things were so messed up that I think I have to and glee myself to death, and it's just didn't help anything. It just made everything worse on everybody, including myself. And so I'm just sharing what lot of little treasures that I have learned so far along the way. And because I feel like I gotta reprogram my mind. Oh, shoot. And there's just 50 years of or 53 years of stinking thinking. It's gonna take a lot of reprogramming. And so what things I do get, I like to redo, because I know those are good. Like even as much as, what I watch, like David Attenborough, I know he's good, and I know it's nature, and I like his voice, and I know he's not trying to trick me, and, so, like, I'll concentrate on, I try and concentrate on the things that I know are good, and I know that are okay, and can't hurt me, But like I said, I'm just learning, and so, you know, you don't have to listen to me. You don't even have, you could scroll by, but I just thought I'd share these little gems that I learned in a book, and I try and live by, and for my new life, because I've chose not to use anymore, even when I have a really bad day, like, or I shouldn't say bad, because I'm trying to change my words, because I want to be more positive, and so I guess I shouldn't say it was one of those days, but it was a very healing day. How about that? Because lots of old memories came rolling back, and they needed to come out, and I needed to heal from them. So it was a very healing day, I should say. And yeah, so I'm just learning every day like everybody else, and I just that's one of the things I'm trying to work on is my words and what words I use. Like, I don't want to imprint saying, or labeling things that come out of me naturally. Why should I say it was bad? Who says it's bad? Why am I saying it's bad? Why am I thinking it's bad? It was just what it was. It was just something I needed to heal from. It was just part of life and what's brought me to this day. And so it was, I guess I could say more of a challenging day. But we always have a new day, which is always nice and cool. And, can breathe a little better once you have a night's rest, And I love new days. Thank God for new days, um, and then when you do think like, oh gosh, I'm so silly, you could think, okay, we can laugh at ourselves. We don't have to take ourselves so seriously of why we be tripped or this or that, I just be trying to change my thinking instead of get down on myself about being, not up to date on things of this world and stuff. And so I like to, do things I know that works for me and that isn't going to do no damage and stuff, like these little talks that I do, I think help me. And anyways, I keep on babbling. But so, and then, so choices are everything, to how we want to talk, how we want to think, what we want to eat, everything. They're everything. And then, of course, do all these things with love for yourself, because if you don't love yourself, how can you love anyone else? And love for Mother Earth and Father God. And thank you, and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.